here can see now. Now can see. Okay. So.
Ooh, big chunk. We forget to tell them small chunk.
Yeah.
But okay.
But where is your water?
Water come later.
Okay. Okay. Give me.
Cold, man?
Yes.
No, you have to take one glass and you have two glass there.
Okay. And
Keep your eyes.
so guys, here I have a nice chang to drink after so long. Cheers. So Vanida.
Yes.
So this is so you guys know this is a talking video. We're gonna talk about our trip in Malaysia, what we think about the whole trip in Malaysia, and what are the good things, what are the bad things. We're gonna tell you many things that I hope is gonna be good for whoever wants to come to travel in the future. And that's that. It's many good things and many bad things, to be honest. So let's talk about. So, and I will try to add to this video at the end a cost of what we paid for the entire trip in Malaysia that lasted 24 days or 25?
From number 25 days.
25 days.
Yeah,
so
25
days lasted. So you're gonna have a breakdown of everything we spend or in this video or in the next video. I'm gonna try to put them all in this video, make just one video for everything. So what do you think? How was the trip? How was everything? Was it good? Was it bad? Did you enjoy? Tell our viewer what you actually think about the whole trip.
The trip for me.
We're gonna order in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Make video and then.
For me, it's a day trip. Very good for me. Malaysia have the good way and the bad way either.
So tell me, but how it compares to you driving to being a pilon? So no have to drive and
different. When you drive, you have to look like a left and right, back, behind. You have to everything. But when you sit on the back, you just only sit. You enjoy. You can look left. You can look right. You can enjoy the view. It's so different when you drive and you sit behind.
That's why she want to come with me, because so you know how to do nothing, huh? You got it? Okay. So first of all, I want to tell you my take on traveling with someone, in this case I travel Vanida, and solo driver for how I see as a motorbike. You know already I've been traveling for almost 1.5 years by myself or with other people, but they have their own bike. So at the end of the day, it's not good, not bad. You have some good things traveling with someone, and you have some bad things, and you have some good things traveling with some alone. If you travel alone, you can have everything. You can take much more stuff, and I have all my camping gear and everything, and I can camp. And I found many places in Malaysia where I could have camp, and I did not camp because I don't have anything, because the space, of course, is that. The good thing of driving with someone is you don't need to worry about many things. Where when I stop in a gas station and I want to go have a coffee or go eat, I need to change my helmet or take them with me. I need to see where I leave the top, the tank box. Take away all the cameras, because I mean, how much beautiful is this world. It's very hard that you're gonna find the cameras back there. So when I travel in this case with Vanida, I did not have to worry about nothing. Want to go to the toilet, okay, I go, and she's there at the bike, or she wants to go and I'm there. So we never had that problem. So overall, you have good and bad with traveling with a pillion or traveling alone. So that's my take on that part. My biggest concern and my biggest, let's say, I don't know how to say, about the trip in Malaysia was safety. I don't know if you agree with that. Safety was a big concern because really Malaysian people drive like crazy. I'm sorry for all the Malaysian people, but it's the truth. I feel sorry for all the Malaysian bikers that are out there that have to deal with all this. But we saw, sometimes we had the camera on, sometimes the camera was off. We saw some accident that was just like crazy. I rarely drive on the highway. You already know, who follow me knows, I mostly drive secondary road, rural road, whatever I can get that is far from civilization if possible. And I tell you that every secondary road or rural road that we took in Malaysia, really, besides a few where really traffic was very low, the rest was traffic like crazy, and these people crazy. They come in your back, like just in your back. And you know, you remember when at that stoplight?
Yeah.
They just come in your back, like they almost touch you. Really, you couldn't put a hand in between. I think between my bike and you know what? Turn on the camera and they go back. They stay right away back. But it's not right that I have to do that to make you stay back. You should give a distance. You should. It's crazy. And the other thing that I really upset about in Malaysia is blinkers. Why you guys spend the money to buy blinkers with the car? Why you just don't buy car that don't have blinker? Because you anyway don't use them. You remember the last in Penang? That's the last that comes in my mind now. In Penang, nearly got us. It just boom, just from this lane, just boom like this, and just don't even care about us. Don't even put a blinker. No, it just wham, slap like this, and then they look at you like, oh, are you crazy? You get away from the road. So where I should drive? Because in that case, it wasn't even a lane like you can go out. So anyway, that was my biggest concern, safety. And if you go to Malaysia to drive, that should be your biggest concern. You have to be very careful. The rural road are okay, but not like the rural road here in Thailand, really, or like we have in Europe. Very few places where you really can stop and find a place to stop safely, and you can take a break. And it almost doesn't exist. And even the little lane, you know, the emergency lane, what we call emergency lane in America or in Europe or even here in Thailand, it doesn't exist. In many places, doesn't even exist that emergency lane. It was just like the whole street and boom, closed. So you really could not stop anywhere. You would have no way to stop. And so that is really when you just to make a confront with Thailand, you stop in any PTT gas station and you have restaurants, you have toilets, clean toilets, you have 7-Eleven with everything. Oh, if I missed my Tostitos, they have 7-Eleven but no Tostitos. No Tostitos. Yes, I miss that very much, the Tostito. Yeah, it's different, but this is the bad thing, let's say. Now let's talk about the good thing. What are the good things?
The Malaysian people very nice.
Malaysian people are very nice.
Food very nice.
Very
good.
nice, very good.
Very good.
Food is very good.
Yeah, Malaysia food. Oh, very good.
Guys, if you go to Malaysia, I think you need to do 1-2 weeks of diet before you go, because it's almost impossible to say no. The food is just amazing. Oh my God. And then they have all this buffet where you just can grab and eat all you want.
Yeah.
You pay a certain amount per person and you just eat. Oh my God, this is crazy. Highway. The highway are so beautiful in Malaysia. Highway was just one of the best things that we could do. we would have what? You don't pay highway, first of all. You don't pay highway. The highway are beautiful, excellent, with stop like you have in Europe, with gas station and everything, and restaurants, and it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And they have really good for biker. They have the sign when the raining, the biker can go.
Oh yeah. On the
highway.
highway they have like the sign every, I don't know now every how often, but we saw a lot of this.
Yeah.
But if it rain, they have the sign, the biker and the rain and the umbrella like this for the sun.
Yeah.
And so if you want to take a break, you can take a break there on the highway, and if it rains, you can go there underneath and discover. That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. And the fact that you can go on the highway there, like here in Thailand, you cannot go. And so that's. Besides that, in Thailand they don't have the highway system that they have in Malaysia. The highway system was really good. Do you agree there?
Yes.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
It was very nice. What else? Hotel. How about the hotel? We had many problems with hotel. So you talk.
The hotel? You want them to talk good or talk bad?
Almost no hotel has a refrigerator. I don't know why. And thank you, Manida. I have to say thank you. She every night was going out and find a store that was selling yellow ice. Ice, not yellow. Yellow is in Spanish. Ice. And she was coming back to the hotel, and then I was hurrying because usually her room was always on my side, and she boom. I was hurrying and banging, and I knew what she was doing, breaking the ice because it's a block of ice like this, and then she was knocking at my door. I opened the door, and she was giving me my thermos full of ice, and I was just adding water during the night so that I could have cold water because no refrigerator. That was really bad.
You can have refrigerator normally in the hotel.
Yeah, if you pay $100 a night. In Thailand, you can pay 600 baht, that's $15, and still have a refrigerator. Oh, and do you remember? One night we stopped in Garrick. We saw this couple that travel on Toast that went, and they showed this hotel there in Garrick, and we had the unfortune to try to find a hotel in the city before, the biggest city that was before, but we could not find. Everything was going in the wrong. Everything was going in the wrong place. Google no was working. I mean, Google was sending us Oyo. We saw this Oyo hotel, and so we wanted to go there. No, the hotel was not existing. Then we put another hotel, and it didn't exist. I called Oyo center, and they told me, "Oh no, we cannot give you. Can you give me your booking number? I cannot give you the address." I was like, "Hello, it's a small city. It's not a big city. How many hotels you have that you cannot give me the address?" It was crazy. So we just went to eat that afternoon. That was the day that we went from Langkawi to Kobaru. And so we wanted to stop here. We could not stop, so we decided at the end to travel, and we traveled. What time we arrived in Garrick?
Nearly 10 o'clock.
Nearly 10 o'clock at night we arrived in Garrick, and we went in Garrick right away to this hotel that I saw this couple travel on Toast, and they say that it was good and cheap, and so it was okay, we went. But I tell you the truth, I don't know how was their room when they went, because my room was absolutely disgusting. No hot water, only cold water. The blanket was like, oh my God, like you know, the blanket that you covered yourself, they was like yellow. They had like some things that I don't know what it was. And so I'm honest with you, I did forget in that moment that yes, I took with me, for experience from Laos, I took with me the sheet from you know, the inner sheet that you put in your sleeping bag from the camping, but I forgot that I had them, and so I just put my pants, a long shirt, my thing, and I slept like that over the thing. So and then you told me your room, but to tell the people, how was your room?
My room?
How you sleep? Tell.
No have hot water, the same. and the door from the toilet is cannot close. And my pillow on my room is a kind of yellow little. Okay, kind of yellow little bit. When I'm sleep, I put the towel over. And for me, is I have my little towel put over on me, sleep.
And sleep like that.
Yeah, because that is really, really tired. Because we get there about 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
already.
I know. That was crazy. And then I remember the day after we went to Kobaru, and we went and we looked at a couple of hotels, and we went in this hotel that was on the beach. I thought, hey, this is beautiful. Hey, we got the beach. No, blah blah blah. And so I went, and when I asked to look at the room, I mean, it was no air conditioning, no fan. It had no even fan. And they say, I mean, you can't even have a fan. At least that would be okay. But besides that, the shower, when I went in the shower, it did not have a head shower. It just had a tube, a pipe coming, just a pipe like this, just coming out from the wall with no cold water, no hot water, and just this pipe. And I look, I said, all right, okay. And no window at all. Oh my God, that was like crazy. So we had some challenge to find the hotel. And I mean, you have to open your mind. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
But if you go on a budget, like many YouTubers go on a budget, or bikers, that go on unless you have an immense amount of money. If you travel constantly, you are on the road constantly every day, you cannot afford every day to have $100 hotel. And so if you are on a budget, I mean, it's challenging. Actually, it was more challenging for me than in Laos. In Laos, it was more easy to find the hotels on a budget than here. But okay. For the rest, we had fun, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one of the most beautiful mosques I ever have seen. That was the Crystal Mosque. I think it was in, where was that? I think it was in Kuala Terengganu or Kuantan. One of the
One
two.
of the two here.
Yeah, and they had then, we already saw the video, and they had then this like all the mosque, miniature mosque of the whole world. And we went walking there, like, it was so beautiful. It was really beautiful. That was amazing. And how you could see, if you watched already the video from Malacca, oh my God, the architecture that they have in Malacca, oh, that's beautiful. Very beautiful architecture there in Malacca. That was crazy. Oh, and that village that we went up in Kulai, near Singapore, there, near Forest City. What was we went in a Chinese village, Puta. I'm gonna put them underneath, and if you want,
Putai
you can.
Village,
Putai village, I think it was. Oh, it was so amazing. It was just beautiful. Yes, that was amazing. And Langkawi was wonderful. Then we went, how you saw in Port Klang, we went to Penang, we went to Cameron Highland. Cameron Highland was very beautiful. It was beautiful up there. The road so we took two different roads, one to go up, from Port Klang going up, and then down we went to Hip, so we went to the other side. The other side was very beautiful, and we found this waterfall, you remember?
Waterfall.
We found a waterfall just on the side of the street, and I don't know how it's missed that nobody saw him, but just like, it was beautiful. She saw him, she started screaming, saying, waterfall. I turned around and went back, and oh my God. If you saw the video, you saw me. So beautiful there.
Not too big waterfall.
Not too big, but very beautiful,
nice,
and nobody there, absolutely. I went down like, oh, that was nice. Overall, what are the best parts that you liked from Malaysia?
For me, Cameron Highland.
Cameron Highland? Like, oh, it was cold too.
Because
it was 16, huh? It was 16.
Yeah, very cold, very nice. 16.
Mm-hmm. And Cameron Highland, and what else?
I think it's Malacca.
Malacca? Okay.
Malacca, yeah. And Langkawi.
And
It's the
Langkawi.
1, 2, or 3 there. It's very good.
Yes, for me too. If I have to tell anybody, if you go to Malaysia, these are the 3 places where you need to go. Malacca, Cameron Highland and Langkawi.
Langkawi.
That's the rest for me is really no. It's no worth for me to go. Penang Island was like a big city full of skyscraper and everything. And yes, we went to the other side and it was beautiful and we found a nice beach and everything. But overall, I'm more a naturalist, more a mountain. I like more mountain, nature, beaches. So that was not my forte. Anyway, what you're going to do now? I'm going to Chumpon tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I leave, go to Chumpon, and then go to Wahin, go work on the video. What you going to do? Yes.
I decide to stay here 4 days. Yeah, just relax here, enjoy here just little bit. And after that, I decide to go back home the same. After raining season come down a little bit, I will decide again to go travel.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Bye. See you next time, and maybe we're gonna travel again together. You're gonna tell us if yes or no.
If
right?
you like,
put a thumb up and subscribe. Okay. Bye. Hello. So, good morning. Here we are. Actually, good afternoon because it's afternoon now. So anyway, I got here a friend that loaned me. Well, it's a friend of Vanida that loaned me this room that is very nice to make this video. So I'm making the video here because in the hotel room, yes, it was not the best place to make this video. So anyway, what we're going to talk is about the expenses that we incur in this travel in Malaysia. That was 28 days. 28 complete days in Malaysia, but I had 1 day the expenses from Ao Nang to the border and overnight in at the border because that's part of the trip. I would not have gone there if I was not going. So this is part of the trip in Malaysia for me. And then the expenses from Penang Island to the border, and we stopped to eat breakfast that morning as soon as we passed the border. So all the way to there. Then the hotel in Ao Nang, when I went back, it's not included in this. So how you can see here, I have a nice statistic here, a nice tire with the statistic with all, the tort, like they call them, and it's all sliced. It encompasses accommodation, restaurant, coffee, gasoline, fee and charges, activities, drink, and grocery. Oh, by the way, if you just want to know, I use an app on my phone called Travel Expenses Manager. It's this, I don't know. For what I know, it's an app that works only on the iPhone, but that's the app, Travel Expenses Manager, and you can put the start date of your trip and the end date of your trip, if you of course know. Then you can put a budget. Let's say you have, $1 a day to spend. Okay, so 28 days in this case, plus 1 and 1, okay, 29 days. You put $29. And as you go, you just put the expenses in, and it tells you how much money you have left. And example, if today we spend only 50 cents, tomorrow we're going to have $1.50 to spend because he accumulates or he takes away. And so tomorrow he tells you, if you spend $1.50 today, tomorrow it tells you, hey, you only have 50 cents left. So you have pretty much the category, and you can adjust the category and put the name that you like, whatever you want. So I have accommodation, restaurant, coffee, gasoline, fee and charges, activities, drink, and grocery. And so let's go. These are the expenses that I put together, the whole expenses from me and Vanida. So it's the expenses of a couple that goes to Malaysia. So if you are going alone, then of course you need to cut in half these expenses. The only that I would say is the accommodation, yes, you cannot cut in half because the accommodation is the accommodation, so it doesn't matter. Really, you still have to pay, and this is what I paid. The gasoline is about the same. You just have to pay because, of course, the bike anyway wastes that amount of gasoline about. Maybe you are lighter and so you spend less in gasoline. And the other voice is fee and charges, and that is the same. So what I have in fee and charges is all the fees or charges that I paid for the bike. So the paperwork at the border, the insurance of the bike for 1 month. I included in fee and charges the SIM card that I paid for 1 month in Malaysia. Anything that I spend really for the bike. So all what I spend really was the insurance for the bike. Then I spend the SIM card for my phone. That goes in the fee and charges. And the paperwork to make everything, to have, you know, the license plate from, they have to give you a license plate from Malaysia, the one that I showed you in the video, that you put in the front, one in the front and one in the back. So that is, let's go with the expenses each one. So accommodation, we spend $854. And that usually was pretty much budgeting, the best room that I always could get. I only passed, I think, one time when I went to Cameroon Highland, that I spent a little bit more for the room. For the rest was always the best price that I could get to spend, okay? And so maybe if I would have spent a little bit more, I would have a better room. But yeah, that was $854. Restaurant, this is a big, actually, voice, big expenses actually, way more than I was expecting actually. And that was a total of $789.35. This is US dollar, okay? Sorry, I did not say before. It's US dollar. So $789.35 for food. That includes if we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I think that was a little bit expensive to be in Malaysia. I would have thought it was a little bit cheaper. Or that do not include drinks. Drinks is a separate invoice that I have because drinks, Vanita doesn't drink. She only drinks water and juice. So wine or beer that I drink, no, I don't drink never wine, to be honest, because it was very expensive, the wine in Malaysia. I drink only a few beer here and there. And that drinks amounted at 42.50 cents. So, a little bit expensive, yes. Coffee we spend $111.80. And coffee encompasses, you know, cappuccino, hot latte, iced cappuccino, iced latte, something like that in coffee shop. So that was $111.80. Gasoline was $91.35. So that was really cheap, $91 for a whole month of traveling across Thailand. We did over 3,000 kilometers, if you saw the video. So we went in from one side, then we crossed the whole country, and then from there we went all the way down, almost to Singapore. We could see Singapore practically from, we went in a town called the Ghost Town, and you can see Singapore on the other side. So, I mean, we went all the way there. And then we come up on the other side, went into Cameroon Highland, went back out, went to Penang Island, and then come to Thailand back. So $91 for that, I think, is very good. And this includes even the gasoline that I spent from Ao Nang to the border. So it does include from the border to Ao Nang, but yes, include the first day from Ao Nang to the border, because that's part of the trip. So that was $91. That was really nice. Fees and charges, so about $65.60 in total. And I told you what was that voice, what we spend in what we spend. Then we have activities, $65.10. Activities are entrance for museum or entrance for, like when we went, I think it was in Quintana, or I think it was in Quintana when we went and we saw all the miniature mosque around the world. That's the activities. Or when we went in Lanka, we went up to the sky view, so that it goes there. So all activities that we did was here, and it was $65.10. Then drinks, we're going down here to take, $42.50, and grocery, $26.70. And when I put grocery because we bought a couple of times some fruit on the way. We bought a couple of times some little thing that we saw on the road to eat, let's say. So I put them under the voice of grocery because it's not quite a restaurant. So all that was there. So about 26.70. So give me 1 second now, because this is, yes, I did not did them. So let me do the total amount of what we spent. So $854.35 plus $789.35 plus $111.80 plus $91.35 plus $65.60 in fees and charges. Activity $65.10, so plus $65.10. Drinks $42.50, and grocery $26.70. So this was for a grand total of $2,046.75 US dollar. What to say? For 28 days traveling, I think it's okay, but I think the food, the voice of the food, I think that part I think is very big compared to, example, Laos, when I went to Laos, or the money that you spend to go in Cambodia or Vietnam, or even here in Thailand. I think it's very expensive. I do accept that a few times we went and I wanted to eat in a restaurant instead to eat the local restaurant. And so there maybe the food is a little bit more expensive. But overall, I think we are okay, but we are a little bit over what should have been the budget really for this trip, or the budget that I thought that I would have. I put a budget of $1,500 for that 29 days of travel, and we went over. So we went to $2,046. So, all right, okay. Thank you for following me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked, push a thumb up, and I'll see you in my next adventure. We're going to talk about, I'm making all sort of paperwork and all this stuff, so I will let you know in my next video how everything is going, what is happening, and where I'm going. And the next thing, if you want to see me traveling with Vanida again, just comment underneath and put something, and any question you have, comment underneath, say anything, and I will answer you. All right, okay, bye. See you in my next. Bye.